My name is Marni, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl. As you know, I don't tell you BS. I give you the honest truth about what women want versus what they say they want. Before I dive into this week's video, I have a small favor to ask. If you like this video or any of my videos or anything about me, what I'm wearing, whatever, give me a thumbs up. Give me a like, give me a share, subscribe, tell people about it. In this video, I'm going to tell you something that because you are a man, you most likely weren't taught. I'm going to tell you about making an emotional connection and why it's so important to women. So I have a bit of a hunch about you. At some point during this learning to get good with women journey you're on, you were told that if you want to be with a woman, you need to make an emotional connection with her, right? While this is usually true, pretty much true, a lot of men misinterpret what that actually means. They think that for women, emotional automatically means sugar and spice and all things nice, and that creating an emotional connection means talking about unicorns and rainbows, that it has to be all about love and romance and being together for all eternity. But here's the truth. An emotional connection can be one that's built entirely around sexual desire. If we think to ourselves, oh my God, he just made me think of the dirtiest thoughts I've ever thought about and I don't even know why, that's an emotional connection because it's a feeling of sexual attraction and arousal that we experience that connects us to you. You made us feel that. So please pay attention to this next point though, because it's incredibly important. Even though sexual desire counts as an emotional connection, most men go about this completely the wrong way. They're way too direct and explicit because that's what men respond to. However, women are not wired the same way. It's simply not a turn on when a guy asks us, oh, want to do it? Or tells us, bend over and I'll give you the ride of your life. Maybe that's what porn actresses get excited by on screen, but for real flesh and blood women, there's nothing sexy about that at all. Instead, subtlety and innuendo are your best friend when trying to arouse women. If you can hint at something sexual and make us picture something dirty in our minds without directly stating it, that's way more titillating than being too obvious about it. So here are some examples and types of subtle statements. When a woman is complimenting you or challenging you, let her know that you know what she's trying to do and that you are onto her. Basically, you're accusing her of having a dirty mind. So here are some examples. You're so hitting on me right now. Or, you're falling in love with me right now, aren't you? Or something like, you're flirting with me. That's really cute. Or, see, I knew you had a naughty side. Or, I have way too many terrible thoughts going through my mind right now. Or, you are definitely going to be trouble for me. Or, you could ask some subtle questions that could lead to something more sexual. So you want to start off low. So for example, have you ever been skinny dipping? Or what are your thoughts on public affection? All of these subtle lines are ways to introduce sexuality into your conversation. And if she jumps onto these statements, it's a sign that she's on the same page as you and ready to escalate things to another level. Not necessarily sex, but her acceptance and participation indicates that there is an attraction that you will still need to build upon. When you do it this way, it lets us use the power of our imaginations to turn ourselves on. And since the brain is the largest sexual organ, no matter what your tape measure says, you'll be more aroused than if we don't have to imagine anything at all. To see proof of this, simply pick up any woman's romance novel. Seriously, go on Amazon and buy one. It'll be the best $5 that you've ever spent. You'll notice how things always start off slowly and the tension builds gradually. How sex is implied and teased at without being explicitly talked about. But as the tension builds, the sexuality starts to become more direct until it reaches the tipping point at which things explode into some of the dirtiest sexual scenarios you can imagine. This is what we respond to. This is how we fantasize about things going down when we meet a man, not what you see in porn made for men where barely 2 words are exchanged before the actors mindlessly pound each other. Guys who understand how to communicate with women in this way are incredibly rare, which is why the few who do get it also have more sexual options than they can handle. And if you're interested in having the power to quickly create these kinds of emotional connections with women that are sexual in nature, here is what I suggest. Go take a look at my top-rated program, The F Formula, by clicking the link below in the description box or by going to winggirlmethod.com/flirt effortlessly. Not only will you discover what women secretly want, the kind of things only a fellow woman could ever know, you'll also see exactly how to communicate with us in a way that builds the kind of sexual tension we fantasize about every day. Fair warning though, once your guy friends see the way women respond to you, once you discover this, they may not let you anywhere near their girlfriends or wives. For more tips on how to quickly and easily ignite feelings of emotional connection in any woman you speak to, simply click the button below or go to winggirlmethod.com/flirt effortlessly. I'll see you soon.